Tonight's top story takes us to Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania, a suburb located about 90 miles northwest of Philadelphia. Officials at an elementary school there have suspended a 5-year-old girl over what they call terrorist threats after the kindergartner reportedly told a classmate that she wanted to shoot her with a Hello Kitty bubble gum. Like the one here, the kind that shoots soapy bubbles. At first, the girl received a 10-day suspension, but that was later reduced to 2 days after the family hired an attorney. The girl has since received a psychological evaluation and has been found to be no threat to others. Joining me now, Robin Ficker, the attorney for the girl's family, and Sharon Liko, a defense attorney. Robin, I'll start with you. Tell us more about the facts of the case. I understand that the event didn't even happen on school property.
Well, it happened in a bus line, and there was no bubble gun. She was referring to a Hello Kitty bubble gun, which just shoot bubbles, and bubbles don't hurt you. Even the school psychologist appointed by the school came to the conclusion that said she has no harmful or predatory intent in the comments made to her friends about the bubble gun and does not have those risk factors identified for violent behavior. So why won't they strike this from her record? Why won't they expunge it?
Let's get to that in just a second. I want to bring in Sharon. Newtown, Connecticut, about a month ago. Are these school officials over-responding to what happened there?
You can say they're over-responding, but they've gone completely off the charts. I mean, you can respond responsibly, but these people are being complete buffoons. This is a 5-year-old kid. 5 years old. She doesn't have the requisite intent to do anything of that nature. Yet they labeled her as a terrorist threat. Hello? A terrorist threat? I mean, they've got to think about what they do. They've got to use their common sense, but they don't. They just react. I mean, our schools need a lot of work, and they need to revamp how they're teaching our kids and what they're teaching them.
Robin, to you, it seems to me, and I'm no expert on child psychology, but it seems to me if you're concerned about kids and their reaction to Newtown, that the last thing you would do is scare them all over again. And this poor little girl, as I understand it, she was sort of outed publicly in class. This wasn't something that was quietly handled. It was very embarrassing for her.
She was brought in front of the class and told they might call the police, that she might be put in jail. Then she was interrogated by 2 other administrative personnel without her mother being there. She was scared to death. She's had trouble sleeping. And furthermore, she can't transfer to another school because she has this black mark on her record. Why won't they expunge this harmless child's record?
Well, Sharon, just to elaborate on that, she is now accused of threatening to harm another student. This remains on her record. To me, this is so crazy. And don't kids do this every single day where they play at things? That's one of the ways we work out our frustration. Why can't the school officials see that?
Like I said, they've just gone stupid. They don't use their common sense. And these are the same people that ban playing musical chairs because somebody has to lose. They've got to bring common sense back into the classroom. They've got to bring common sense into what they're teaching kids. They react, and I think that the schools are so fear-based at this point in time that they just are about inept. They don't teach.
Look, I think they're exporting their fear to the kids now. Robin, to you, we got a statement from the school district late this afternoon, right before the show. Here's what they had to say. The Mount Carmel Area School District has been criticized for the handling of an incident that occurred recently, very oblique. Although by law we cannot officially comment on the specifics of the incident involving the students, we are confident that much of the information supplied to the media may not be consistent with the facts in this matter. The school district has investigated the issue and will continue to do so. Do you have anything wrong here, Robin?
There's nothing wrong. They might say there were some other words uttered, but on Yahoo.com News, for instance, there have been more than 16,000 comments from the public across the country, almost all condemning the school's actions. So they're simply covering their you-know-what and not protecting, not acting in the best interest of this 5-year-old.
Sharon, the gun was not a gun. The threat was not a threat. How do we get to this place where school officials, school administrators feel like they're backed in a corner and they have to do something this extreme in this kind of case? What's the mindset, do you think, of school administrators?
They're afraid of being sued because look at how things have just gotten so far out of hand from when I was a kid. I mean, teachers are afraid of being accused of doing something, calling somebody not the best, giving somebody a B, disciplining a kid because they don't show up to class. And then these teachers are called on the carpet and have to defend themselves against some 7-year-old claiming that the teacher said something mean to them. These teachers, they lack the confidence, and I can understand why, because the system undermines them when they allow this kind of stuff to take down school districts, to take down teachers. It's not right, and there's so much competition for federal funding. Schools are closing left and right. They're afraid. I mean, they're afraid to do anything.
Well, Robin, tell me what happens next with this little girl. A, how is she doing? And B, where does she go next? Because I understand she can't get into another school with this on her record.
She's staying at home with Mom. I'm meeting with the school board attorney, but quite frankly, he should cancel the meeting and expunge her record. She has done nothing wrong here. She's harmless. Their own psychologist says so. So why are they trying to protect themselves? They should have the interests of the child at heart and not protecting their administrative personnel who are clueless.
Well, of course, we'd be happy to have the school administrator on. Thanks to both of you for coming on tonight, Robin and Sharon. Thanks so much. Great to hear from you. An amazing story, just amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.